Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Jimmy, and today I'm going to be doing episode 10 of Steins Gate. So this episode starts off with Hoeen saying that all the culture of Moe, like all the Moe culture in the city, is gone. I thought that in the last episode that everything was changed and all this stuff was different. I guess I was a little bit wrong on that one, because they still had the apartment and they still had a whole bunch of things that I thought they didn't have. So then after a little bit of talking, Hoeen has this little scene with Ruka where he thinks that Ruka is a boy, and pretty much everyone in the lab is just like, no, bitch, she's a girl. And so Hoeen is just like, oh, then you've got to be joking, there's no way. And then he goes over to see, and then it's just like, oh snap, there's nothing there.
No, you don't. It's gone on long enough. If Ruka's really the girl you say she is, then why does she have a... what the hell?
After that, we get a scene with Hoeen going downstairs and the part-time girl sitting on the bench, and she's like, oh, what happened to you? It looks like torture or something. And Hoeen's like, yeah, Christina made me sit on my haunches for an hour or whatever. And after that, they go on a little bike ride. I don't really know where they went, which is kind of a plot hole because she kind of leaves Hoeen there just chilling. But the really important thing is that we get this whole scene where she's trying to tell Hoeen why she's in Tokyo or whatever town they're in, why she's there, and what the point of this whole thing is. And so she says that her dad is in the city and she wants to find him. She also says that she didn't see him for years or whatever, and that she doesn't even remember his face. But later, it does describe a couple of things about her father that are actually pretty interesting, but that's later. And we get a really nice scene with Hoeen, the part-time girl, and she's saying thank you because Hoeen's trying to help her with a D-mail and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice to see that Hoeen's actually kind of a softie and not just a mad scientist. Then we get another scene with Hoeen trying to set up a party, and it's going to be for the part-time girl when she comes back from looking for her father, which she's going to find him, and then she's going to leave the town or something. So that's why Hoeen says to put her into the D-mail list, so she could do stuff and all that stuff. They go to the party, they're setting up for the party. They go out and they buy some food and some stuff. And Mayuri and Hoeen have this little scene at night where they're talking about the past and their childhood friendship and all that stuff. Mayuri starts talking about this whole thing when they were kids, about how Hoeen got sick and he almost died from this sickness, and she wished to a star that he would come back to life or he would be alive, and Hoeen's just that wasn't the star, that was Steins Gate. But anyway, after that conversation, Hoeen starts thinking maybe that whole sickness is the reason why he got Steins Gator, whatever that his ability is. Which is kind of interesting, because if he had it when he was a kid, does that mean that the things in the past happening to him are different than the things in the future? Or did he travel through a world line when he was a kid and then get sick over it or something? Or anything could happen. And that time, which I just got this, the time when he was a kid, maybe that was when John Teeter showed up. And when John Teeter showed up, maybe that can explain why he got that ability. Because just around that time, he was a kid, so I would imagine maybe that would be when John Teeter showed up? Maybe? Then we get another scene, which I was really interested in this scene. It was Hoeen and Christina talking about why they joined the laboratory and stuff. And so Hoeen says something along the lines of he made the laboratory because he couldn't invent friends. That brings up a whole bunch of things, and it kind of shows that their friendship and the laboratory is sort of connected, and it really shows that they're really they're friends. They're really good friends, all of them. Then there's another really nice scene with Hoeen, and he's kind of running out in the rain, trying to get the part-time girl, trying to find her, but he doesn't actually find her. So he comes up with this idea to send a D-mail back and make sure that he trails her so that she can come to the party. And so he does when he gets home. And he changes the past. He wakes up the next morning, doesn't remember anything, and he asks the part-time girl what happened. And she's like, well, I went to the party. What else could have happened last night? And so the cliffhanger at the end of this episode is when Hoeen and the part-time girl are talking in the morning. And the part-time girl is like, your laboratory is so nice. And like everyone's friends, and it's such a nice place. And she said that it made her feel at home. Maybe it's just me, but I just love all this like ooey gooey friend stuff. Like they're best friends. That's how it is. It's just they're friends. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. The only other really weird thing that kind of happened in this episode was the satellite that showed up in the beginning and sort of periodically throughout this show. It was there in the beginning, but then it wasn't there afterwards. But the like impact where it hit the building, it was still there. And I think it was Mayuri looking up at it. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't really know if it means anything. They probably just took it down, like, oh, we have a satellite up there. Let's just take it down off the freaking building before somebody dies, you know? Anyway, guys, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Also, do you think Hoeen and Christina might have something going on? Maybe a little bit in the darkness, but in that back room? Maybe?
Is this it?
No. That's a cucumber.
So, where's the fuse box?
You're just gonna trip over something. Your mind that I give you credit for.